Thanks for tuning in to another in our series taking a look at what it's like to live in some of the country's property hotspots. I'm Bryn Lucas, and today we're heading for glorious Brighton, lovingly nicknamed London by Sea, and for many offering the ideal combination of beach and buzzy nightlife. No matter where you might be house hunting, make sure you get Phil Spencer's Move IQ property report. This will give you an in-depth look into any individual home in the UK, its neighbourhood, crime rates, schools, local facilities, and the planning potential. Just head to moveiq.co.uk or click the link below where you'll be able to get yours now. While you're there, please do be sure to subscribe to this channel. We have many more area guides to share with you, plus all kinds of essential money and time-saving advice for homeowners and renters. So let's head for the seaside and find out what it's like to live in Brighton, house prices, hidden gems, and more. Brighton sits on the Sussex coast around 50 miles south of London. Once it was a little fishing village, but then sea bathing became fashionable. The Prince Regent, who became King George IV, built his eccentric, iconic royal pavilion here, and everything changed. It's now a city of over 600,000 residents, and there really is something for everyone. It's popular with young professionals who love the fact they can commute to London in under an hour and enjoy the culture, nightlife, and countryside here at the weekends. And thanks to 2 universities, the student population is thriving. That means the food scene caters for all tastes, whether you're looking for a quick street food snack, an award-winning pub lunch, or the fine dining experience, Brighton has you all covered. Locals favour marmalade, a cool cafe producing homemade pastries, organic products, and great coffee. The Lion and the Lobster is a well-loved joint for pub grub, split over 3 levels with quirky decor, good food, and the homely atmosphere keep people coming back for more. Oh, and the Hop Poles is known for a great Sunday roast. For vegan food, Happy Mackie and We Love Falafel, and of course, we must talk about fish and chips. The title of Best Chippy is hotly debated, but Bardsley's deserves a shout out. It's been around and owned by the same family since 1926. Brighton is something of a creative hub. From the historic Duke of York Picturehouse to the numerous galleries dotted around town, there's plenty for art lovers to enjoy. For families, the Sea Life Centre is the world's oldest aquarium, but of course, the real star of the show is the beach and the Grade 1 listed pier and fashionable Brighton Marina with its picturesque views of sailboats moored up. What else do locals love? Well, Brighton definitely has a quirky side. There are many little independent bookshops like City Books. There's the Kemptown Flea Market and Anna's Museum, which is a gallery of curiosities. Then there's Clayton Tunnel, which has an entrance built to look like a grand castle, and the Flint Grotto, which is a crazy garden of rocky art. And here's a fun fact, there are lost tunnels underneath Brighton. There's one that runs from the Royal Pavilion, and rumour has it, it was used by the Prince Regent to get around without anyone seeing how overweight he'd become. Something else residents love about Brighton are the open spaces on the doorstep, cliff walks and cycle rides, gardens and parks, and the rolling South Downs. Not surprisingly, Brighton is one of the least affordable places in the country to rent or buy. Its average house price of around £450,000 is nearly double the UK average, with the flats nudging 290 grand. Renting is pricey too, almost £1,400 a month for a 2-bed house. The cost of living for a single person on top of rent is about £770, with families of 4 having to fork out over £2,600 plus the mortgage or rent, but at least the broadband speeds are good. Brighton is small as cities go, but has a number of distinct areas with different characters. Hove is quieter than central Brighton and a little cheaper too, despite a lovely blend of Victorian and Regency houses. Think of it as Brighton's suburban sister. Also quieter and greener with stunning Victorian properties is Preston Park, a little way out of the city centre. Kemptown is a buzzy area of great pubs and restaurants, popular with the LGBTQ+ community in particular, while the lively London Road area is one of Brighton's most developed neighbourhoods. A popular city like Brighton does, of course, mean the hustle and bustle of crowds of tourists and a complete lack of parking. Busy crowds bring one of the highest crime rates in the UK too, and the seagulls. Love them or hate them, they will attack you for your food if you're eating on the beach, and they're merciless. Despite the feathered assassins, Brighton seems to be one of those places that people never want to move away from. If you fancy more location inspiration, stay with us and subscribe now. We have plenty more guides to come and masses of home-related advice besides. See you next time.